Hello?
All of these things can be accounted for in terms of Bernoulli's principle. Here is a magazine opened so that the pages are curved in this way. And now I'm going to blow a stream of air against the inner edge of these pages. One would think that they would be pushed down by the push of the air. But no, watch. Watch. Well, the page was lifted up. There it is. Now that airplane wing has some flutter, which we don't want, of course, in a real airplane wing. But the air going over the top gave rise to a diminution in pressure, and the atmosphere below lifted the page up. Consider another of the same. Here are two spheres, two croquet balls, with a little separation between them. And this region is a constriction. I'm going to blow some air through there. One would think impulsively that the spheres will be blown apart. No, they are not. The pressure will be reduced and the atmosphere will push them together. Watch it. There they are, pushed together by the greater atmospheric pressure on the outside. Now, of what consequence is this? Well, very important indeed, because if two ships pass, let us say, two ships passing on the sea, if they pass too close to one another, the pressure is reduced between them and they could be made to collide and break apart. Here is another, very dramatic, my chimney effect. Here I have a chimney. You remember a requirement of our work together is imagination. So I could, of course, draw the picture of my house and my chimney, and there's the fireplace in my house. Now, why does my chimney have a good draft? It has a good draft if there is a stout wind blowing across the top of the chimney. Why? Because high velocity, diminution in pressure, the atmospheric pressure pushes the smoke up the chimney. I'm going to prove that. Here is my fireplace. My fireplace is a vessel with some puffed rice. Here is the chimney. I'm going to blow a sharp stream of air across the top. The pressure will be reduced here in this region. The reduction in pressure will be felt in the tube, and the atmosphere will push it up. Watch it. There it is. My chimney has an extraordinarily good draft. Watch it. There it is. I say that's a terrific chimney. Now, here's one that's even better still. Here's a funnel. And I'm going to put some puffed rice in that funnel. And then I'm going to blow some air through that funnel just to show you that air is blowing out of that funnel. Watch it now. Whoop. Oh, well, of course, there it is. Sure, the puffed rice couldn't have come out unless I blew it out. Now I'm going to put a ping pong ball in there. There it is. Now I'm going to blow that ping pong ball out. Watch it. Indeed. Somebody says, oh, he's got it stuck in there by magnets or something. No, no. I will dispose of it as quickly as I can with the following remark. Here it is. Here it is. Here is the funnel. There is the ball. Here is the air. The ball fits in the funnel very snugly, and these regions right here are constrictions, and when the air passes in there, it has a high velocity and a reduction in pressure, and the atmosphere holds the ball up. Indeed, this principle of Bernoulli is why an atomizer works. You know what an atomizer is. An atomizer is a tube that resides in a vessel, and here is some liquid, and here is a tube across here, and here is a bulb, and you squeeze the bulb, air rushes across, there is a reduction in pressure, the atmosphere pushes the liquid up, and then the liquid is caught in the airstream and comes out there. I have often thought that the reason that's called an atomizer is because little atoms of the liquid come out there. Don't you like that idea, little atoms? Now...
I like that idea, sir. I like that idea.
As incredible as it may seem, there will be a time, and it may be closer than you think, when we live on other worlds.
Ooh.
The moon, Mars, and in the space between. And when that day comes, just as always, our children will look with curiosity across these new horizons, with a desire to go further and to explore what lies beyond. But beyond Mars, the distances between worlds grow immensely, even within our own solar system, and become truly vast in between stars. If we ever want to reach out across these distances, we need to learn how to go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Using our current knowledge of physics and engineering, we could build nuclear locomotives to take humans to all the worlds in our solar system. But a starship powered with a nuclear heart aimed for even our closest star, Proxima Centauri, would have to harbor hundreds of generations of people, all living their entire lives aboard before reaching its destination 4.25 light years away. It would take 2 years just to reach the orbit of Saturn, and another 2,000 years to reach Proxima Centauri. We need to be able to go faster. With our current knowledge of physics, but with engineering we have yet to develop, we can imagine a propulsion system with the sun for a heart, a fusion engine that could accelerate a starship up to 5% of the speed of light. This ship could cross the orbit of Saturn in 6 months and reach Proxima Centauri in just over a century. But if we want to traverse interstellar distances in less than a human lifetime, we have to go incredibly fast.
Gotta go incredibly fast.
The universe has shown us that this can be done by altering the scale of space itself. And we are working to develop new understandings of physics to learn how this might be controlled. If we could construct a starship with a propulsion system that decreases space in front of it and expands the space behind it, this ship could cross enormous distances effectively faster than the speed of light. Such a ship would reach from Mars to Saturn in just a matter of minutes and be able to reach Proxima Centauri in less than 6 months. From there are no limits to where we could go. Perhaps one day, humanity will look up at an alien night sky and strain to find the pale yellow dot that is our sun, our home, and know for the first time, as we look back on ourselves, that we are not alone in the universe.